everybody, 𝗙𝗶𝗰 here and old school hammers coming at you every week. Remembering the days West Ham were at their peak. From the bowling ground in Upton Park, where the greats were formed, to the stadium built for athletics. Our ownership model appears to be pathetic. 𝗙𝗀 here and chat about the team and its players, with the live chat that we love so much, team tactics and the starting lineup, and many other topics. The Conference League title, a moment of pride, and a history we will never hide. Oh, remembering the greats, like the World Cup winners, 𝗀𝗏 and Hurst, 75 and 80s FA Cups, and 2006 when our bubbles were burst. Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. we start our little show, and we urge you to subscribe to help the channel grow. Oh,
Hello and welcome back to West Ham at Work on this Wednesday evening stroke Thursday morning over there in Brisbane. My old pal, how are you, mate?
G'day, Sean. All good, mate. I just had my big coat on coming out here, and a minute later I went, Jesus Christ, I don't need it, mate. We've got a load of cloud cover today. It's quite warm. Yeah, I think we're getting to that stage now. We're going to start, I wouldn't say warming up yet, but it will. I think the real cold's sort of gone, and it'll start warming up from now on. That's us for the next 8 months, geezer. So it's going to be.
Well, I still see a little steam from your breath, but not much.
Might be the smoke.
All right.
Might be the smoke.
Okay.
I don't know. It's pretty mild. It does when the cloud covers the old sky here. It really sort of warms the planet up. So it's only when it's really clear skies, it can be chilly in the winter.
Yeah.
Well, sort of chilly. Anyway.
Yeah, if you can call it chilly out there.
Yeah. Chilly to me.
Yeah. It'd be like summer to me, I reckon, out there. Let's have a look, see who's in the chat quickly. Usual's there. Good evening, Usual. Good evening, Rich. Hope you're well, buddy. He says he's got a large bag of Revels for tonight's show to tease Happy Amaret.
Fucking hell, I haven't had a bag of them since I was a fucking kid.
I know.
Wow.
What was your favourite one? What was your favourite?
Oh, I can't remember them, geezer. It weren't a raisin one, I know that much. I wasn't keen on that.
No, you had the coffee cream, you had the orange cream, you had the little disc-shaped all chocolate button thing.
I've just realised why I didn't have them, because I didn't really like them. I don't like that orange and chocolate. I think it's a disgrace having orange and chocolate or coffee. Yeah, I mean, coffee's coffee. I don't like it mixed up with fucking chocolate. No, so yeah, it's probably only an odd one that I like. There was a raisin one as well, wasn't there? I didn't like that either.
No,
pretty sure.
That was treats. That was treats. Chocolate covered raisins in the yellow box. There used to be in a yellow box about this big. Yeah. Who else is there? Daz, good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well, mate.
Hey, Daz.
Rick says, please don't swear, gentlemen. I want Jeff to fucking come back. Good morning. Good evening, Colin. He says, good evening, Budgie. Good morning to Kieran. I have to say, he's very worried about the playing squad. There are too many holes in it that need to be filled. Don't believe we have the money to do it, though, he says. Saying good night. Good evening to everyone in the chat. Good evening to Ryan. How are you, young man? I hope you're well. He's been sending me a couple of lovely pictures from his work. You know, he works at the zoo.
Oh, that's right, he does.
Yes, and he sent me a couple of lovely pictures. One of an animal I can't remember the name of because I've never heard of it before. It's a bit
Elephant.
like it's a bit like a koala bear stroke fucking marmoset thing. I don't know, but anyway, and one of a Filipino or Philippines crocodile. That's a really nice picture. I'll show you that one in a bit. I'll try and throw it up on the screen if I can. Good evening to us, he says. Randy, good evening, mate. Hope you're both having a good week, he says. Nana Jan, good evening, Jan. Hope you're well, darling.
G'day, Jan.
Hello to us. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else. Let's see who else we've got in the chat. Fresh Fielder. He says, everyone missed Shark Watch. No, you haven't, mate.
We're doing Zoo Watch this week. We're doing Zoo Watch.
Oh, actually, we've got a nice new little feature we're gonna throw in tonight, and we're gonna need like the chat's participation. Otherwise, it's gonna be a very fucking short feature. So we're going to be talking about preferred players in certain positions, and we'll do that in a little while. And we're not talking about current players. We're talking about all time in your lifetime. Apparently, Jeff has been eaten, whether it's by a shark or a croc, we haven't been told yet. Leslie's in the house. Good evening, Leslie. Hope you're well, mate. St. Jeff swimming with the sharks, apparently. At the H, good evening to you at the H. Hope you're well. Hope all is well. Good evening, Budgie, and good morning, Kieran from Leslie.
Thank you, Leslie.
Right, what's she got to say? Just wanted to say hi to you all. I won't be staying too long. Sleep has been invading at the moment. Need some serious shut-eye. I'm not so happy with what's happening at this club. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm pretty sure she's referring to the fact that 𝘀𝗶𝗰 is now on the cards to leave.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I have seen it, Gary. It doesn't bother me, Geezer. I'm not bothered about it. So I weren't about Potts and I weren't about 𝗀𝗡. It could be the best thing they've ever done for them, for their career. I'll take my, it's not all about West Ham. I think 𝗀𝗡's what, 22 now? And really, if you're not, if he has to spend another season sitting on the bench, then he's up to 23, he should be playing first team football, Geezer. It's as simple as that. And Potts. So if they've got to move to do that, then they've got to move to do that. And that's where we are. And good luck to them. And I hope it's the best thing they've ever done. It's the best thing they've ever done. So I'm not fussed.
And, for me, I think that, yes, it's lovely to have an academy player coming through. But when you consider it and when you listen to, I was listening to a cup of tea with Gio and Gonzo earlier. And they came up with a really valid point that, although we've sold Potts and we're likely to sell 𝗀𝗡 now, looks more likely, that, the reason they're being sold is because obviously people like the look of them, but we have got better players in the academy and better players coming through. And therefore, it looks like the club are going to concentrate more on the players they value more, as potentially going into the West Ham, third team.
Yeah. Well, you'd like to think that is the case, that this is where, we've got that sense.
Well, this is kind of like like paraphrasing what Gio and Gonzo was saying. And I kind of agree with them. I think that is a distinct possibility. I hope you're well, by the way, Happy. Just got to hope the next 2 weeks start moving.
All the uproar about Diangana, that didn't bother me either. I remember having an argument, actually. I think it was with Rebecca when we was on the show once. I said, I thought I thought it was a good sale. We got about 20 million for him. He's done nothing since. But I think if you want to keep a good academy and keep it turning over, so you know, these coaches and all that know if these boys are really going to be stars, you know, and can cut it straight away. And if you're in the Premier League, basically you're trying to produce a player for the Premier League, aren't you? If you're a Championship side, you're trying to produce a player good enough for the Championship. Now it's hard. We've been in the Premier League for what 10 years or so. It's been hard for them players to break through, man. It really has. The only Rice who was outstanding, so you knew that was always going to happen. But it's very hard to break through when you're always in the Premier League. So these guys have been there. For that academy, sell the players that are going to have a career. Maybe it's in the Championship, maybe it's in the First Division, or maybe it's in the abroad. But at least they've got a career and they can keep playing. Now, I think Potts would have been good for the Championship, but I don't mind him going. We've earned money for the academy, but we can keep a bloody academy. That helps. And it's good for him. Champions League football geezer, you know what I mean? He's going to experience it. Never going to with West Ham.
And in the words of our very own Tony Carr, you know, he said that the academy was twofold. First of all, to produce players for the West Ham first team, and secondly, to produce players for the professional game. And we are succeeding at that.
And we're doing that. We're doing that.
We are succeeding.
People got to realise it's what level that they're going to succeed at.
Yeah.
That's only down to the player and how good he can become. Right. Absolutely. So as long as they're getting a career, I hate it. My word. The only thing I hate about academies is when the boy gets his 17, 18, and then they just drop him. I hate that because they spent years trying to get there. They might not be good enough, but it's horrible for the poor lad to be cut at 16, say 17. That's what I don't like. But that's what happens. But once you get to your 20s, if you're not making an impact into a first team, then you're probably not going to. So now I think that's where Potts is, tinkering on it. But when we bring a couple of more players in, Potts was probably sitting on the bench for the rest of the year. So I'm glad for him that he's gone.
Yeah. And talking of players in through the door, Colin's saying that even though we got 4 through the door, he still thinks we need maybe 6 or 7. And you can play up to 5 loan players in the Championship.
Can you? Okay, didn't know that, Col. That's because only 2 in it in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's simple. Look, we need at least keep saying we need another 4, right? Because like I said, I thought we needed 4 before we got in Pirro, right? But then now we're hearing that maybe fucking Magassa and Alvarez could be out of the door. So that brings it back up. I'm going, Jesus, fuck, now we probably need 4 or 5. So that's where we're at. But I've got easy solve to that, geezer. Easy solve to it.
Go on.
Ring. Georgie, Mr. Mendes. Yeah, mate. We need 5 fucking players by the 1st of September, mate. How you fix? Yeah, shitloads I've got on my book. No worries, mate. Send us 5. Maybe left back, forward, couple of midfielders, right winger. Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll have them in there in the next 3 days. Sorted. Yeah, job done. Bang. There you go.
And we ain't got enough goalkeepers to have 2 on the bench. Oh yeah, we have. Finn Herrick. He's taken over Fabianski's position, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Finn Herrick.
I watched the highlights of. I was watching the highlights of that Wrexham Cardiff game. The Welsh derby. Cracking free kick, last kick of the game, top corner. But Nathan Trott in goal for Cardiff. Made a couple of good saves too.
Yeah,
well done. Yeah. See, there's a player. There's a boy that's gone out, geezer. He's back in the Championship with Cardiff, and he's doing well with them.
Yeah,
there you go.
Trudge, good evening, mate. He says saving so much money getting rid of academy kids or academy players and DJs. Not.
No, you don't save real money getting rid of academy players. But if you sell them like Potts, you are making 10 million. That keeps our academy strong, keeps it good. Well, you'd like to think some of it goes to the academy, that is, but you do. But it's
already will do now, though. I mean, I I think that most clubs now are running the academy, the first team, and the ladies teams as separate.
Yeah, that's what you got to get rid of that ladies thing. That's a waste of money. That's what I would have done first before I got rid of DJs. The women's team would have got rid of. Done. Waste of time. Never gonna watch it. Never gonna watch it. There's no one in the ladies' team who's gonna break into our first team, is there? There's no one there. So get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Kurt Colbert is in the house. Kurt, good evening, mate.
Good.
This is evening all. Budgie, Kieran, Randy, Leslie, Happy Amaret, Trudge. Hoping you are all safe and well. Randy's got a list of players there. I'm not really going to go through that because I will end up going through, not, reading out all the chats. Yeah.
We know what we need. We need a load, but we'll see. Ain't finished yet.
Colin's been told, and he believes that the debt is bigger, and it could be up to 400 million.
Could be. We can't worry about that at the moment. We've got to worry about whether we can put a team together, whether it's on loans or we spending. That's Kaczynski's job to sort that out now, isn't it? Not ours.
Yeah. So, Happy saying we seem to be only able to deal with one player in at a time. It's taking ages to get people in, and yet they are leaving in no time at all.
Yeah. Yeah. But then again, the ones that are fucking leaving, guys, are you bothered? I'm not bothered. 𝗕𝗂𝗱𝗆 and Wan-Bissaka, you want them out. Full crew, want them out. We've got to go. Yeah. Juve is stupid. I'd rather keep. I think our biggest loss has been Callum Wilson, but because I think he'd have been good for us in the Championship. Yeah. But he obviously didn't want to stay. He wanted to get his 100 goals, didn't he, in the Premier League for Brentford? So that's fine. I can't blame him for that. But yeah, most of the players that are leaving, I'm not too fucking fussed. Alvarez, I would like to stay because we could. After selling Potts, I thought, I said the other week, no, we've already got his replacement in Alvarez. And now there's rumours that he's out at 12. And well, that's not quite worked out. So we might need another one there. And a creative midfielder. Yeah. That would be nice.
Leslie saying Colwell or 𝗀𝗡𝗋 centre backs from Chelsea. They've got 9, they only want 4. So we could get one on a loan to buy.
Yeah, well.
Colwell I know a little bit about. I wouldn't mind him coming in.
I've seen that, and I don't know much about the 𝗀𝗡𝗋 one. I've seen him though.
But will we have the same issue with these players? Will they want to come to the Championship? We've already been. Well, we've already had our pants down by Disassi.
Not really. If they might, if on loan, and they're not going to get game time with Chelsea. Then they might. They just want to play. Players want to play. I've never had that. What these players got to go to their professional level, right? I've always played, geezer. I never thought I'd be sitting on a bench for a season. I wouldn't do it. Every team I've ever played for, I've played. That's it. So it must be so frustrating for these players that they've got 15 players in front of you, and you go, fuck. I'd rather play for the reserve team. At least I'm playing.
Yeah. Kurt's saying, something in reply to Happy Amaret, saying, Wolves got their business done early. There's a bit of chat about the fact that everything's taking so much fucking time. Over there in Facebook land, we have our friend Ant. Good evening, Ant. Hope you're well, mate. Mark Watson. Good evening, Mark. I hope you're well. Good day, Mark Pendleton as well. Good evening, Mark. Morning, Kieran. Evening, Budgie. Laters, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, we love this stuff. We love this Jeff stuff. Trudge. Most important signing will be a centre back to replace Disassi. as we look unable to defend crosses once again.
I don't think. Yeah, you're right. It could be. Like I said, I'll be telling you how great Kilman's going to be, but that's more in hope than any evidence that it will be. Even though he's our joint top goal scorer, geezer. Got to remember that.
Yeah. But I thought you had your Wizard of Oz hat on, and you was actually
look, it is in hope, geezer, that he comes good. But even with that, I still think you need another centre half. Regardless.
So,
and I never believed that Dsassi was coming to West Ham. I know everyone was hopeful of it, and as the window went on, people were getting more hopeful of it. But I never thought he was coming, man. I never thought he was. And so it isn't a loss to me, but it is a loss, isn't it? Because he was so good for us, But I'd like to see him
integral in that second half of the season. In my opinion,
he was superb for us. It's a shame.
Yeah. But we need to move on, and there are centre backs out there that we can go and target.
There you go. For the people in the know, they need to go and find them, and I'm sure they've got people in mind.
Yeah,
just whether they've got any fucking money to do it.
And news that came out today: 𝗕𝗂𝗶𝗶 is retiring from football.
Is he? Good luck to him. Good luck.
Yeah, he's about 312 now, I think.
Yeah, I think on his next birthday.
Yeah, that's it, mate. On his next birthday. Trudge says orange rebels taste like vomit.
Well done, George. Oh, it's disgusting. Orange with chocolate is disgusting. Should be banned.
Yeah. Trudeau must go. Good evening. Polish chocolate is the worst I've ever had, he says.
Is it?
Polish chocolate. Oh, no. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had Polish chocolate.
Actually, do you know, when Kimmy was over here, the one thing she said that she was looking forward to was trying English chocolate. And she had tried quite a few different brands and types. And, she actually said that she felt that a majority of English chocolate or chocolate bars or whatever were better than what they got in America, even on the same brands. So, like your Dairy Milk.
I can tell you why, Geezer. We put more cocoa in our chocolate than they do in America. I've seen people review American chocolate against English chocolate. I've seen fucking people do it, and especially that Hershey's, the most overrated fucking chocolate in the world. It's shit.
That's horrid.
I've had that Hershey's. It's shit because we put a lot more cocoa and stuff in our chocolate. So we are, but it is better. Without that.
Absolutely, mate. There you go. Trudeau must go. Thank you for that comment.
What's he got? Trudeau. Happy with that.
Trudeau must go.
Yeah, he's that fucking. Trudeau's fucking Canadian Prime Minister. What a wanker he is. Yeah,
right.
You're right. Yeah. Wanker. I agree. I'm not sure if he's still there, but he was a wanker during COVID and treated the Canadian truckers very badly. Anyway, so there you go. Maybe he's Canadian, our boy there. Maybe he's a Canadian boy.
Yeah, probably. Mal Gerlin, obviously. Good evening, coffin dodgers.
Fuck off, Mal. Yeah, bollocks. Good evening, Mal.
Sean Redburn. Good evening, Sean. Good evening and good morning to you both, he says.
Hey, Sean.
Thanks, mate. Bless you. Thank you for joining us. Frog in a well. Good evening, Froggy.
Yeah, mate.
Buddy.
Gentlemental. That's us.
Yeah. It's been a terrible accident at the zoo involving some fish, chimps, and bees. Fish and chimps. Sharky's back. Sharky, good evening, sir.
Sharky.
Rich is asking how the zoo's going. Yeah, I would imagine it's going very well, especially with a young, dynamic young person like Ryan working there, mate. I'm telling you. Neil Fitzhammer. Neil, good evening, mate. I hope you're well.
I know.
Evening. Sadly, the football is still shite and unlikely to change. Got any carnage on beaches to cheer us up?
Unfortunately, Neil, I haven't. There's the sharks seem to calm down here in the winter. You know, when there's a cooler waters, they seem to be less active and aggressive.
But they're usually further offshore as well, aren't they?
Well, I would say that. Not from some of the drone shots I've seen lately around Bondi Beach at Sydney Harbour. Fucking loads.
Oh, right. Oh, they're queuing up to have a munch, are they?
Yeah, they're chasing all the. You get a lot of bait fish at school at this time of year as well, and so they've got plenty of food. You see them tearing into these massive balls of bait fish, and I mean millions in one big fucking. Looks like from the drone, it looks like an oil slick, but it's bait fish, right? With small fish all clamoured together, and you just see the sharks piling into the thing, and they're all scattering everywhere. And so they seem to have a lot of feed off there, and they're just less active in the winter. They're not quite as fucking hyper. In the summer, they buy anything, and that's the problem we get.
Ryan, congratulations, mate. He said it's all going very well. He's now got a full-time job, just awaiting what hours he'll be doing and everything else. That's brilliant news, Ryan. Congratulations, mate.
Good stuff,
well done
mate.
to you.
I'm fucking David Attenborough on the fucking case.
On the firm. Jeff fell into the swear jar. Ryan, you're always welcome, mate, and it's always great to have you in the chat. Thank you for your support as well. Kurt, it's hard to tell at the moment. Feels like a clear out. Absolutely, it does, Mark.
It is, but it is a clear out. But I believe it's a clear out that needed to happen. You know, every year you get this. You know, it's just as long as you don't lose Tatty, as long as you don't lose Bowen, as long as you don't lose Mavropanos, right?
Yeah.
The real key players that we've got. That's it. The other, honestly, I would not say Callum Wilson, and you know, not say not even Potts, because I think it's good. I'm not buying
𝗀𝗶𝗰𝗸 falls into that group of.
Yeah, I'd say that as well. Keep him. Yeah, he was essential keep, especially losing Wan-Bissaka, and we've brought in his replacement already. But I'm not bothered about Tadibo. He's a prick. Füllkrug is a prick. And do you remember that time when that fucking Füllkrug give it large in the after match interview, and everyone was delighted with it, right? And I said to you back then, Bud, fans might be delighted with Füllkrug over this, but I'm telling you now, if I was in that dressing room with him, I'd be going at his throat because he was fucking pointing fingers at the other players, and he just got there, and he thought, and everyone thought, yeah, that's what we need for a kick in the arse. No, it weren't what you needed. I would have fucking slaughtered that prick, wanker. And what did he ever fucking do afterwards? Right after pointing the finger at other players, he done nothing. He injured and scored three goals for us? Wanker. So I'm not bothered about these players going. Yeah. All right. Had to get that in. Had to get that in.
This is Iron Disciple, he says. His other phone's broken because Pablo's hacked it. Wayne Hipwood. Good evening, Wayne. He says, evening all, Nuno out. Already.
Yeah, mate. I can see why. Yeah, anyone who didn't want him, which is most of us, because I didn't, but I accepted that he was staying. After watching that performance against Burnley, is like it just reinforces your belief that we should never have kept this prick. But we'll just go by the one game. But still, it just gets it back out of you. Fuck me. Yeah, it was disappointing.
Rich, who was you talking about? I don't know, but we'll have to think. Sean says, and we've lost under 15 Starlet Isaac Allen, England's under-15s captain. He's gone to Tottenham. Yeah.
I don't know. Don't know anything about it. I don't like that. See, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that was his choice, though, is it? Might well have been.
Might be.
Might well have been.
Isaac Allen, we'll have to have a little look at him. Right, Rich says he's agreeing with you, Kieran, that the young lads need game time. Maybe we'll get them back in 15 years.
Exactly. Let them go and have a career. Don't begrudge them that. If you're just fucking them off onto the dole, that's different. But, you know, Potts is a £10 million player now, you know? Fucking hell, he's got that. Playing European football.
Yeah.
Great.
Colin's saying, a little bit of trivia, gents. Can you name most or all of the 40 players that have played for West Ham and Charlton? And also people in the chat. Well, I know Paolo Di Canio did. That's the main one. But Colin, we'll do that maybe one day. We'll
just give us 5 at a time. Give us 5 at a time, Cole. Then we, you know.
Yeah.
Hale, Derek Hales, was he a West Ham and Charlton player? I think.
I don't know.
40 though, Jesus. Fuck.
𝘀𝗶𝗰.
𝘀𝗶𝗰?
No, he managed both, didn't he? Did he play for both though?
I don't know. No, but here we're going through.
Moving on. Sharky says, best of luck to 𝘀𝗶𝗱. Absolutely, mate.
Yeah.
Good luck. And Randy says that he's also had problems with some injuries as well. So not the most surprising that he was sold, unfortunately, but got to fill the squad adequately just to justify the sales. Randy's saying. Well, yeah, I agree, mate.
But we can't. Look, I think we're over reliant already on youth, right? When you see Catty and Orford and Scholes in the team, mate, in the Championship, I think it's too much of a risk, man. It really is. One at a time in the midfield, especially. Yeah. With some good experience next to him. I just didn't agree with Orford and Kenny. Like, even though they weren't terrible in that game, they were pretty good. I'll say pretty. But I tell you now, if you that team we lined up with last week, if you had that for the season, we ain't getting promoted. So you need some serious experience in the Championship and bleed in these youngsters here and there. That's what you need. I keep people telling me how good Scholes is, and I think he's a good player. I'm not sure what level he's going to be on, right? But they also backed it up, and this is other YouTube channels saying, but we do need to bring in a senior left back for Scholes. So they're basically saying he's not really good enough, without saying he's not really good enough. I think he could be, and I'm not blaming him for that penalty. It was just a rash challenge that you shouldn't do, and you should know that. Yeah. I knew that as a fullback. Never dive in once they come in. Yeah, once they come into the box, you don't dive in. Outside, fucking try and do it and nick the ball. I don't dive in unless it's the last ditch desperate when they're just about to smash the ball in the net. Then do it. But you never. It was a mistake. But that's all it was. It was a mistake. Yeah. We see Declan Rice do plenty of mistakes early doors. He was fucking shite for a little while there. Plenty of mistakes, and they come good. So it could come good, Ollie. Boy, it's a shame that. And he feels it, because you see, he felt it, mate. He was upset. You know, and
of course he was. Yeah.
Who was the last young player that done that to us, guys, who started crying? Which one was that? Poor fucker. I remember another player. Last season.
Wasn't he the one that was put on and then taken straight back off again?
No, that was the boy up front. He made a mistake at the London Stadium, and the poor fucker was in tears. I don't know, he done something like that, gave a penalty away. Well, I can't remember. You know what I mean? Not my memory. Yeah. But poor lad. I felt you feel your heart goes out.
You do feel for him. You do. Right, Iron Disciple saying that he was watching the game with a woman that doesn't even watch anything to do with sports. And she's a yank like him. That's his words, not mine. And after Nuno went 4-5-1, even she asked, why is he doing that? You're winning. Someone who don't watch sports.
It's Nuno.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Earthy was clear of anyone else at centre attacking midfield, but then he got injured.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there could be an issue there, George. His injury record might be. They might think we better. What did we? We got some money for him, did we? I don't know anything about his.
I don't know. I believe we did. One of the players that's played for Charlton and us.
Yeah,
absolutely. Frog says he's more bothered that 𝗕𝗶𝗱 went than Potts Earthy.
Okay.
Personally. You're welcome, Jan. Absolutely.
Got it.
Right. What time is it? 20. Just after 10:30. Let's get into this little. 𝗀𝗱𝗱 is another player that I like as well. He looks very good.
Yeah, he looks like the one for the future, Geezer. But that he looks it. But we'll see. Just don't want to rely on it. I don't want to rely on these youngsters too much because it could come bite you in the arse.
Millwall, Chris. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks
Chris.
for joining. Even Ryan saying hello to him. Looks like we've offered Vardy a 1-year contract, says Ant.
I just got out of bed, Ant, so I don't know anything's happened overnight. But that wouldn't surprise me, because as long as he's back up to the backup sort of thing, I wouldn't mind it so much.
He's your 15-minute to go sub if you need a goal.
I wouldn't mind that, mate, but I'd still like to see another striker in. But because I don't think I've got a bad feeling about Pablo, you know what I mean? I'd like to see another one, but that wouldn't bother me.
Landers is developing quickly though now.
Yeah, I keep hearing good things about him, George. Landers. He's a big lump, isn't he? And but I haven't watched him to say anything. I can't comment on it. But yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Wouldn't it be nice to produce a striker of our own instead of having all these disastrous strikers for fucking last 10 years or so that we keep spending money on and losing fortunes? It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Right. Who else have we got? Moyes was at the Burnley game eyeing Kyle Walker-Peters, apparently. He
was definitely there, guys. The old camera's panned to him a couple of times. He was definitely there. What he's looking at, I don't know, but it could have been. I don't think so. No, I don't. Might be looking at Juve. And he didn't start, so maybe it was Juve he wanted to have a look at. I don't know. Moyes.
Yeah.
He'll be the first manager sacked next year anyway. Wouldn't worry about it.
Right, okay. Everyone's changing the subject. Talk about Finn Eric. Right, okay, apparently you've been training with the first team. Because he is now the third choice goalkeeper for the club.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a long while.
Yeah, well...
You've been training with him for a while.
When Fabianski was here last season, he was supposed to be, but... everyone's saying hello. Steve Tyler's in the house. Good evening, Steve.
Hey.
You've arrived just in time because we are going to go into a little new section that I've come up with. Right, let's do this new section, bugger it. Right. Take any of the comments off the screen. And here we go. Where is it? There. Here we go.
It's old school hammer with playing by numbers. We're 𝗀𝗱𝗱 and 𝗀𝗶𝗰 the chat. So tell us who and where your favorites at that wore the numbered shirt this week. And give the 𝗀𝗁𝗍𝗔 a tweet playing by numbers on old school hammers.
Playing by numbers. Lovely little intro. Okay, so basically, what we're going to do is every week we're going to choose the shirt number, and we're going to ask you in the chat to tell us who you liked and why. And we're going to come up with an old school amateur 11 of these, well, maybe 12, because we've got to have a sub, haven't we? But anyway, so this week, obviously, we're going to start off with who's your number one?
Yeah. Who is it? I know mine.
Who's your number one? Right, well, Kieran, start us off, mate. I'll get us into the chat and we'll have a look at what they say. Well, who's your number one, mate?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Phil Park has always been my number one there. Loved Mervyn Day when he came on the scene, mate. He was so good for a little while there. Then he sort of fell apart. But he was great. I loved the Mervyn Day being in there. Young, athletic, brilliant. But Phil Parks steadied the ship at West Ham. He came over from QPR, I think about 500 grand or something. Record signing.
First half million pound goalkeeper
ever. Yeah, and we were good at doing that. And I like Bobby Ferguson as well. Then as around that time, was it before? But Phil Parks, and then winning the FA Cup with him in 1980, getting to the League Cup final in 1981. Yeah, great memories for Phil Parks. He's just a solid top keeper. I think he's the best keeper. I think he's the best keeper we've had in my lifetime. So yeah, I couldn't go past him. I like, there's loads you like. Lacosco.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got to be Phil Parks. It has to be.
I suppose, I suppose with Phil Parks, for me, we're both like comparable ages, and Phil Parks for me, he is. Whenever I think of my real love for West Ham, he was always between the sticks. When my real love for the club really developed, he was in between the sticks. And I've got to say that.
You made that, geezer. It depends what age you are, right? And you've got to say, if you're talking about a young Jake there, or a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old, they might, look at Ludo, it depends on your era, where you are, what you pick. It depends on what age. If you're our age, I don't. Anyone that's in their 60s, I'd find it hard for them. I'd be amazed if they didn't pick Phil Park. But they may not. They might say Bobby Ferguson. They might say Mervyn Day.
Or they might be like me and say Ludo Miklosko. Because for me, he for me is the best keeper we've ever had. I love Phil Parks, don't get me wrong, and he obviously brings back all those nostalgic memories of when I really got into football and so on and so forth. And also the same could be said for Bobby Ferguson as well, because he was in goal when I went and watched my first ever game. So, but for me, I think Ludo, and I have to give also a shout out and, an honourable mention to one of our reserve goalkeepers, if you like, in Craig Forest, because he's a personal friend of mine. I'll have to give him a shout while we're talking about goalkeepers, because that man came to this club knowing he was third choice and happily accepted the job.
It's a mention, because he was always a backup keeper.
And he loved every moment of his time with this club.
I wouldn't blame
people.
I wouldn't blame people supported bringing up Fabianski. I thought he was a great server, great pro.
Adrian, David James, all of them, weren't they? They've all been great keepers in their days.
We won stuff under Phil Parkes, and he was massive for that. You know, he was massively for that because of it. So that's why I can't see past him. I just can't.
All right. Right. Well, let's have a look. See if the chat are commenting. They are. Trudge agrees with you. So there's another one for Phil. Stephen McCarthy. Good evening. Hi, Budgie and Kieran. How long have you given Nuno? 5 games in.
Depends how bad it is.
I think he gets 10. I think he gets 10.
Well, if he lost the first 5, Stephen, I might fucking rethink that. But, you know, it all depends on results, man. It's a result-based business, Geezer. So I don't think you put a real number on it myself. It's about you lose the first 5 fucking game, mate. You know,
you're in trouble.
Your jacket's hanging on a shaky nail, mate. Simple as that, as they say here in Australia.
As I say in Oz, yeah. Mark Pendleton's another one for Mr. Parkes.
Well done, Mark.
Steve Tiley agrees with you guys as well. Rich West Ham, he agrees with you as well.
Well done, Richie boy.
Look, another one for Phil Parkes from Frog. Neil agrees with you. There's another one. And Phil, Mr. Consistency.
Yeah, absolutely. It just was, man.
Stephen's apologising for spelling your name wrong.
Oh, the first time. Got it right there. You're right, Steve. All right. We missed that.
Korean. Yeah. The Hammerhead, says Freshfielder. Who's the Hammerhead? You're not talking about the Hammerhead mascot, are you? I've got to put in there, haven't I? Hammerhead.
Oh, B.A. No, you don't.
I've got one in there.
Unless it's a nickname for some fucking goalkeeper I don't know about. But
yeah, no, we have no idea who that is.
No, we're
yeah. Steve says that Mervyn Day declined after he got married.
Yeah, I think if I remember, Steve, I don't know if I'm right. I think his old man might have passed away as well around that time, and yeah, he did decline, man. It's a shame because I thought he was the best keeper I'd ever seen when he first started at West Ham.
He was.
They were comparing him to Bonetti, right? The cat. And they didn't have them super duper gloves that they got now. They had just them thin fucking cotton gloves, didn't they? You know what I mean?
None at all.
Them big heavy white balls fucking being smashed into their hands. I think their hands are sore as fuck after every game.
Think about Golden Banks. Never wore a glove in his entire career.
Well, I didn't. No, well, you never noticed it back then because it was only a thing for some keepers. Some keepers didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Preferred their own hand. Any things they wear now, like boxing gloves.
Yeah, Jim Standen, says GP. You lot probably too young for that. Yeah. Jim Standen. I'm putting him in though.
Never saw him go. He's apparently very good.
Yeah, yeah.
But I couldn't say because he went in my
now it says Parkes. Mark Pendleton says Parkes.
Phil Sharks like it.
Phil Sharks, yeah. Absolutely, mate. An honourable mention to Adrian. I thought he was great for us as well.
Yeah, I like Adrian.
And we'll always remember him throwing his gloves down to take a penalty.
Get up there, Shark. Get up there,
winning the game with it. And winning the game with it.
Good moment, wasn't it? A great moment.
Oh, it was a fantastic moment, and probably one of the greater memories in modern times for a West Ham goalkeeper. You know, as far as fans are concerned, you know, if you
there's times where goalkeepers shouldn't do what they do, and he done that. He took the penalty, he won the game.
Yeah.
And the other boy, Martin's son, at Chelsea, to keep a clean sheet that day. That was a great moment, wasn't it? Lovely.
David. Yes.
David Martin. Yeah, fantastic moments, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two Outstanding. Iconic moment.
Well. Yeah. Sean Redburn says Phil Parkes, 1 Million Man is my favourite. So there's another one for Phil.
I think we can leave it at that, Mike. Phil's in.
Yeah, I think he's won it, hasn't he?
And do you remember the advert he used to do for Cossack hairspray?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
but didn't he have the hair for it though, Kieran?
He had the hair for it, all right. He did. I think he got some shit over that though. Fucking, but that earned some money back then, mate. They weren't paid very much compared to what they are.
And who was the footballer that always used to do the Brute advert? It was like Henry Cooper did one, and there was a footballer that used to do one. It was Kevin Keegan, wasn't it? Was it Keegan?
Couldn't tell you, bloke.
He just recently passed away, didn't he, Keegan?
Yeah, shame, man. Great player.
Yeah.
Lovely player.
Absolutely. You know, I never got to watch him play, unfortunately, I don't think.
Oh, I did lots of time, man. Look, if ever wanted a player that all he cared about was winning, it was Keegan. Even when he became manager at Newcastle, it was all about winning. Winning. Yeah. That's it. That's all he cared about as a player.
If we beat them, I'd love it.
And I'd say, and I'll tell you, because he complimented Brookings so much in the England setup. Them two together were a great little partnership, Brooking and Keegan, when they played for England. Great. I love watching them together. Love watching them together, man. It was so good.
Yeah. Maybe I have seen Keegan play them.
You would have done. You would have.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not talking about on TV. I'm talking about in the stadium.
Yeah. Well, you might,
because I did go to Anfield once. I did go to Anfield one time, so I probably did see him, and it was around about that time that he was playing. I like what you did there, Sean. Freshfielder says, Ludek, me crocs go.
Of course he does. Fucking buttonhead. Yeah.
Chris Brown says he hopes Christian Daly's in here. Why?
I don't know why.
Oh, Christian Daly. Yeah, £440,000 bargain, says Mark Pendleton.
I thought it was more than that, Mark. I thought it was the 550, but I could be wrong. You might be right. I thought it was over the £500,000, but maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. You have to fucking Google that, guys. What did it cost?
It's something like 12.5 million in today's money, though, they said the other day on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh. Not to be confused, as you did with the other Phil Parkes who died last week. Isn't it weird? His name was Phil Parkes. He's now from Wolves, wasn't it? Wolves goalkeeper. But I know it's Wolves that had a big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even remember. Obviously, it's before my time, but I didn't realise there was another Phil Parkes as a goalkeeper.
Yeah. Well, you saw that I put in the group. Please tell me that.
Yeah, I know. You don't know.
I know. I didn't. I just thought
I can understand your mistake, Keith. I didn't believe
when you see an headline, legendary goalkeeper Phil Parkes, dies at the age of. I went, what the fuck? No, please don't tell me that.
Yeah, I can understand the mistake because I would have probably done the same.
Steve says that Parkes' best ever performance, and he was there at the time, was West Brom, FA Cup third round, 80-81, 1-0 Pearson. Oh, sorry, 1980, a 1-1. Pearson scored for us.
I'm sure I was there, Stevie boy. My memory, I can't remember it, man.
Disciple IND says Islop running out of the box on Spurs and looking like an angry bumblebee in yellow, throwing bodies around for Ferdinand to get the equaliser. Shaka Islop, there's another one, see? Forgot about him.
Yeah, I like Shaka.
So he's got to have one of those.
I remember driving. I was driving to Stansted Airport to go somewhere. And we drove past his car and this big black guy in the front, his head's nearly touching the roof. I looked at it and I think it was one of them sponsored cars, but it had Shaka written on it, or his number plate did, one or the other. And it was him. Yeah, it was him. Gave him a little wave.
Lovely. David M. Good evening, David. He says Phil Parks, but a mention for Ludo. Absolutely.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not, David? Why not?
IND says Ludo is a beloved player.
Absolutely.
Obviously. And the fact that he's in ill health at the moment, we love him even more. And the fact that he's refused to have invasive treatment for it, I respect that.
I respect that. I've already made my decision on that years ago. There you go.
Yeah. Ludo was great. Yes, he was. He was fucking wonderful. Julian Dix, when he was a youngster, when Stephen was a youngster, Julian Dix, in goal.
Yeah, no. We'll do that next week. When we talk about left backs next week, you can throw him in.
I do remember Julian Dix putting the gloves on, though, putting the shirt on and facing a penalty.
Maybe. I can't remember.
Am I getting him confused with another player?
Oh, right then, I'm going to throw in Bobby Moore then, because he got in there. He
did that. He saved, didn't he?
He saved the penalty. I think he saved the penalty, and then they scored the rebound.
Yeah,
I think that's why.
Yeah, I saw
Remember,
that.
The days where you only had one sub. that was it. So
yeah.
If your goalkeeper was fucked, you had to throw someone in.
Yeah. And it was usually the captain. Usually.
Or anyone who thought he could save something. Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
Oi, big boy, what's your name? Love it. Honourable mention for Roberto, please, says Mark.
Oh, for sure, Marky boy. We got to mention him. Fuck
yeah, he got his name mentioned. That is it.
Well, at least he caused the sacking of it. It was that Pellegrini at the time, wasn't it? At least it got him sacked. So he's probably done something for us.
Yeah. Stephen says that the best penalty taker was Dix. Well, we will get into that as well. We will do penalty taker.
Oh, there's an argument. I've got an argument. Yeah, you got an argument there, geezer. Dix was good. So it's right, sure. Both leaders, I'll tell you, they're pretty on par as good penalty takers, both of them. So, you might have to look the stats up for that, Budgie, and have it in reserve, right? Who missed more?
Have to, yeah.
Who missed more, Dix or Stewart? I know Stewart missed at least, I think it's 3 or 4. But generally, he scored.
If you're going to talk about penalty takers, though, it ain't just those two you got to consider either, is it?
No, there's more. There's Jeff Hurst.
Mark Noble, Jeff Hurst. Who was the Lanzini used to take penalties, didn't he? He scored that one at Chelsea against Chelsea. Slipped on his arse, scored the goal, and then went up and passed Reece James. That was quite funny.
The only trouble is with Jeff Hurst penalties. The one I really remember was playing against Stoke against Gordon Banks. I mean, if he scores, I think we get to the final, and he fucking missed it. Banks saved it.
Yeah.
So I do remember that at Upton Park.
Okay. Yeah. Steve says that Rob Green was a good goalkeeper as well. Absolutely, mate.
Yeah, he was.
Shout at the beginning. He was very good. Rich says Shaka weren't bad. I suppose also,
Shaka was good.
Darren Randolph served a purpose for a while as well. He wasn't the greatest goalkeeper in the world, but he served a purpose. And he was in goal when we beat Man United at the last game of the Boleyn.
What I will say is the keepers we've got now, they're decent, good keepers, but they're nowhere near Shaka Hislop's or Phil Parks or Adrian's or Fabianski's. Nowhere near them. Nowhere near.
No. I mean, I think that Areola is a great goalkeeper. Don't take anything away from him. He's a great goalkeeper when he's in form. And like that game when we were playing in the Europa League.
Good goalkeeper.
Yeah, he was going to the left. He saved it to the right. An iconic save in my opinion.
I will say this, Go on. Carry on.
No, I was going to say, but he has got his faults, and that is, playing the ball out short and coming out into his box and commanding his box.
This is a part of my point. In Phil Parks' day, and that we could just pass it back to him, pick it up.
Yeah,
he didn't have to be able to play with the ball with his feet. The rules were different. See, it was such an easy cheat code for defenders, especially me being a defender. I got under pressure. I just pass it back to the keeper. He picks it up. Doddle. It's a fucking doddle. It was easy. He made it. Once that rule changed that he couldn't pick up, that changed everything. Then all of a sudden, that goalkeeper better be able to kick a ball well, or he better be able to pass it. It changed everything. And obviously, Phil Parks never had to worry about that sort of shit. And goalkeepers of his era, they didn't have to worry about that. Just pick it up and do what they want with it.
Ibrahim, good evening to you, sir. Thank you for joining us, mate.
Ibrahim.
Hope you're well. Steve says if we lose to Charlton, Nuno out.
It wouldn't be good, would it? It wouldn't be good.
And Sharky says, don't you mean Sharker his lot?
We're in. Good skill, Sharky.
I like what they're doing here. Everyone's saying hello. Phil Parks is without doubt the number one, says I undecided.
He is.
He's won it hands down. I mean, he's
all over.
14 votes. Yeah. And there's only 4 other votes, and they're spread out between 3 other bloody keepers. So
no, it's never going to be anyone else, mate. He's our number one all time. Simple as that.
Yeah. So I think we could establish that really. Then, couldn't we? It's for this show at least, anyway. That Phil Parks has, become the iconic number one in the old school Hammers 11.
When it comes to left back and right back, you have got, it could be a lot closer. A lot closer. Depending what area you were born in, maybe. But, I already know. Jesus, God, my first 11 was almost like, it could also, I haven't thought about it yet, but it'd probably be the 1980 Cup final team. It might be. They won't be, actually, because there's a couple of players I would change without a doubt. Right, but my left and right back would probably be what we had then.
Yeah. Do you watch Aussie Rules, Kieran?
Now and again, Sharky, I do. Quite like. I like it. I went to a game here in Brisbane, right at the 𝗀𝗶𝗰, and really enjoyed it live as well. It's a fucking full-on game, good. Really full-on game. I don't watch it much lately, funny enough, but I do enjoy watching it. It's a fucking tough game.
You said once before though that you try and catch the big games, like the big competition games,
the big Collingwood or Geelong or the final. Yeah, it's worth watching, man. It's a tough game, man. Fucking big boys. I told you that time I was in that hotel, and it was in Brisbane, right? We were going to a wedding next day. It's one of the best hotels in Brisbane, so we stayed overnight there. And I remember in the morning getting up and going into the lift. The lift doors open, and it was Geelong, I think, had come up to play Brisbane. So they were all staying in this hotel. And I walked in, guys. I felt like a fucking midget. These guys, man, 6'6", 6'7", all up there. I go, fuck, all like that. What the fuck? My boys, and they were so polite and so nice in Aussie Rules. They really give it to these players about representing their club at all times. At all times. And funny enough, they had a bit of a disaster this week. I think it's the Sydney Swans had 5 players that after a game went on the piss, brought girls back to an hotel. It's just not allowed for them. They can't do that. And then one of these girls have accused one of a sexual assault, right? And so, but straight away, not the federation, straight away the fucking club. This is how strict they are with their players. They banned all 5. They suspended all 5 for the rest of the season because they were on the pit. Before the federation have done anything, they jumped in and suspended all 5. And they've basically said, look, it's probably ruined our season, but that's it. This is the standards we expect. It's suspended them all.
Ruined our season, but we're not going to allow it to ruin our club.
Basically that. Yeah, well said, Budge. That's how they see it. Like I said, when I met them Geelong players, they were so nice and so polite, and you don't expect from these giants to be horrible big. They were fantastic, lovely guys. And there you go. That it's a different. It's not like rugby league players. They're rough as fuck. You know what I mean? But the Aussie rules boys, there's such a standard expected by every club that they play for.
Yeah, Colin saying Phil Parkes and McCloskey second. Parkes should have played more for England. Ferguson was good, but we could have had the great Gordon Banks instead of him.
Could have done. We could have done. Didn't that?
But it was what's his name? Greenwood said, "Nah, I want him." Fair play.
No, you're right. McCloskey second. Yeah. The trouble is why he didn't play for England so much. The keepers England had at the time. I mean, it was Clements and Shilton. Banks before that. It was a lot of tough competition for Parkes. That's why he didn't get a lot, because there was too much in front of him.
Yeah. Mervyn Davies, the keeper for the 75 final. Yeah. He was.
Oh, was I right about his dad?
Yeah, you were. That? Yeah, sorry.
You said that
was Steve Tyler.
Oh, thanks, Steve. He's got a great memory, Stevie boy.
He has, hasn't he? Got good football in the brain, mate. Good,
he's got great memory, though. But I just that was just in the back of my head, Steve, about his dad, and I think he sort of fell off a cliff after that. But shame.
Ron Greenwood, Steve again, said he once described Mervyn Day by saying he could become England's goalkeeper for at least 10 years.
That's what he looked like, guys, at the beginning. He was unbelievable. I say
they were about 19 or something when we first
young, man. But they were comparing him to Peter Bonetti at Chelsea, and he was fucking unbelievable, Keith.
He was the cat.
And it's a shame because he was good.
Okay. Well, next week we'll have a little graphic with our amateur 11 positions and the ones that we're filling in. So Phil Parkes is in.
Next week, what are we going? Left back or right back?
We're going to play. We're going to go your position.
I've done both.
That's what I said.
But I'd go right back then.
All right. Well, next week we're going to go right back. So don't bother putting them in the chat now, because if I see them, I won't bother putting them up. Next week we're talking about number 2. Traditionally, the number 2.
Yeah.
Which will be the right back. And we will discuss it, and whoever gets the most amount of votes will be put into the side again. So yes, congratulations to Phil. He is the keeper.
And what we do, Budge, as well, like it's not about what numbers they use all for the year, but think about the position number, and it's that number, right? Okay, if it's a number 10, or if it's a left winger is number 11, as a right winger is number 12. Oh, it's
Yeah.
number
Number 7.
Number
Number 7.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
We'll do. Yeah.
Don't matter what number they wore.
Yeah. It's irrelevant. Like, so, for example, well, we all know that Paolo Di Canio wore the number 10 shirt because he was a number 10.
You ain't getting it.
𝗕𝗏 also wore the number 10 shirt. But then
we'll call 𝗕𝗏 the number 9. 𝗕𝗏 is the number 9. We'll call him the number 9 because he's a centre forward.
And 𝗕𝗏, I would put him as a 10.
There you go.
Basically, you know, even though he wore 27.
That's when it gets. Yeah, but I think he could change his number. Call him a number 8 and just give him any number you want. Don't matter. Well, I'll tell you what. Give him any number you fucking want, but he's getting in the side. Simple as that. That's when it gets tricky.
We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah, we are. Right. Forget that then. Get on the side.
Because, you know, the centre back, I mean, one of the centre back positions is nailed on for me.
Yeah, I'll have to think about the old centre backs. No, I probably don't. I'm going back to the 1980 Cup final. No, I don't. I got one of them anyway.
At least one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of them.
I think one of them for me is fairly well nailed on. Yeah. But anyway, let's see.
Right, we've done that.
Leslie's put his favourite 11. He's put his best 11 up. Leslie. Parks, Stewart, Bobby Moore, Alvin Martin, Frank Lampard Senior. I'm assuming. Billy Bonds, Brooking, Devonshire, Bowen, Hurst, and Di Canio. No 𝗕𝗏, Les. Okay. Who would you replace with 𝗕𝗏?
Very hard. Really, there's at least 3 or 4 positions. You know, there's at least two players I could put into. So it's hard.
Yeah. It is very hard. And that's what I like about this little thing, this little section that we're doing. You know, we're giving everyone in the chat a chance to put their opinions in.
Yeah.
And
if you don't agree with me, though, you can fuck off. How's that?
But excuse me. But the most popular choice will get in, regardless of whether it's agreed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that.
You know, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, Frog says Peter Bonetti got renamed the twat after the 70 World Cup.
Yeah.
Excuse me. God.
Goalkeepers make mistakes, right? That's what so.
Yeah, Frank Lampard Senior. Yeah, lovely. Cossack hairspray, classic, Kieran.
And then, man, something stick in your head.
Yeah, it was Kevin Keegan that did brew.
Oh, was it? Oh, no.
Yeah, I fucking knew it was. I knew it. Hey, look, Kurt says Keegan.
I don't remember that so much.
Rob Green, England versus USA. Yeah, that's where he let that goal in, wasn't it? The
howler. I know, he was doing so well to get into the England team, and then he just fucked it right.
I know.
And that was it done, wasn't it, with England, really? I don't think he played ever again.
Yeah. R.I.P. Kevin Keegan.
Yeah, right. Legend.
Absolutely. Who remembers Keegan and Bremner punch up at the Charity Shield game?
Yeah, I do remember it, Steve. Yeah, fighting the fuck out of each other, weren't they? Flying punches.
Yeah. Bremner looked like he knew what he was doing, and Keegan looked like he was dancing around him trying to throw a shot. It was quite a good fight, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
They both landed a few.
Keegan never backed down from fuck all, man. Never backed down.
He might have been short in stature, but he wasn't short in
Bremner was just a fucking bully on the pitch, a horrible, nasty little fucker. One of them little fuckers you'd like to have in your team, but hated playing against him. He's one of them.
Yeah. And, you know, when he was in the same fucking side as Norman Under, it was a bit difficult to get through him, wasn't it?
why so successful they were, because of players like that. And they had quality talent on the ball as well. They had a mixture of both, a real good mixture of both.
I mean, Jack Charlton, what a player he was. I mean, he don't get a lot of mention. I know he
Jack,
is. I know. And his son Charlo, isn't it? John, is it John?
Yeah, yes, John.
Yeah.
I had some great nights out with John. Really good.
Yeah. But I mean, like, he don't get. I don't think he gets a mention enough. You know, Jack Charlton. What a great player he was. I mean, his brother gets all the plaudits he deserves. He really does.
Exactly.
Bob.
Yeah, of course he was. Because I mean, that Bobby Charlton, Bobby Moore, in that England team at the time, they were world class. You know, Jack Charlton was just a top fucking old school centre half, mate.
He was. Yeah, he was.
That's how he played.
Yeah. For me, he was like the Rio Ferdinand of his day.
He was. Of his day, mate, he was one of the best at it. And just head everything, boot anyone who got in his way. And he was another one. You know, I mean, I've met Jack Charlton a few times now.
Yeah.
And he's another one. It's all about winning. It's nothing about. He had that mentality. You have to fucking win.
I mean, look how well he did with the fucking Ireland team.
It was amazing.
He took the Ireland team to the World Cup finals, mate. I mean, come on. I mean, that guy
was amazing.
So underrated, really.
He basically had a championship team, right? He compared to modern day, and got them to the World Cup finals when it was hard to get to the World Cup final. Well, it ain't this easy thing you got now with sucking 600 teams.
It was only something like 30 teams or 26 teams or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he was, he done amazingly, overachieved with Ireland by far. He really did. So
he did. He had them punching well above their weight. They gave Brazil a bloody nose, didn't they?
I can't remember the games, but he
think they gave Brazil a bloody nose. I'm pretty sure they went 1-0 up against them or something.
As a manager, mate, he just played to the strengths of the players he had, and that's it. That's all he did. He was very smart with that. Great, but when you meet him, though, he's such that typical gruff northerner. He's just that. He's fucking that. He's tough. He's rough, and very. I mean, very black and white. He says what he means.
Yeah.
And means what he says.
And means what he says. Yeah, he was come out of the same sort of mould as what's his name from Notts Forest? God, fucking hell, get his name now. What was
Cloughy.
Cloughy, yeah, Brian Clough. Him and Jack Charlton were from the same mould, mate.
Yeah, old school days.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah.
Very appropriate.
Yeah. Rich says that he's got a photograph of the players on the pitch after the 1980 FA Cup final, and the only two signatures that he's got on it are Alvin and David Martin.
All right.
Well, Alvin Martin played on the day, so obviously he's met the pair of them together, and they both signed the pitch.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
Good skills, Rich. Good skills.
Yeah, mate. Troj says, good team, Leslie. For the bench, Tevez, Payet, Rice, Ashton and Bellamy. Fucking hell. We've got all those names to deal with in the coming weeks.
Well, actually, we said do one fucking substitution. I think we might have to go with Troj and we'll have to do that because some players there should be in it, might not be able to be in it. So we might have to do that fucking bench.
Oh yeah, no, we're going to have an honourable mentions list as well.
All right, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think.
And then right at the very end, when we've decided,
there's nothing wrong. See that? Can you imagine we had that bench now, Troj? Imagine we had that bench now. Fuck me, mate. We'll be we're getting every fucking point you can in the championship.
Every single one of them capable of getting goals.
Everyone.
Every single one of them.
Everyone.
Yeah, great bench, Troj. Great bench. Love that.
I like that.
We like this. We like this. Jordan James to Wolves on loan. Okay.
Oh, he went to Wolves, did he? Yeah, it was always going to happen. That one. That's not good. That's not good.
Who played for Southampton? I know Jeff Hurst did, didn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember. Good. Asking the wrong person here. Can't remember. He went to Stoke.
Now back in the days of, as I said, Jeff Hurst, he went to.
Did he go to Stoke?
Was it Stoke? Oh yeah, it was Stoke. It was Stoke.
Similar colours,
yeah. When he came back to Upton Park for the first time with Stoke, it was Stoke. The Upton Park crowd stood and gave him a fucking, well, they were standing anyway.
What else can you do?
They gave him a fucking warm welcome. I was actually there on that day. It was Stoke. You're right, it was Stoke. Who else? Froggy says, you get put on a register saying splash it all over on telly these days. Oh, you'd get put on a register for saying splash it all over on telly these days.
𝗕𝗂𝗱𝗶𝗆, wasn't it? 𝗕𝗂𝗱𝗶𝗆, I remember in Brew.
Yeah.
𝗕𝗂𝗱𝗶𝗆 used to, that was 𝗕𝗂𝗱𝗶𝗆, wasn't it? Yeah. Got it, Froggy boy. Well done.
Yeah. And also James Hunt did one as well for Brew. Remember the Formula One driver?
Well, he should be Cossack. He should have been a Cossack like Phil Park, but he had the hair. James Hunt had the hair.
I think in America he was the face of Marlborough for about 3 years.
Oh, he might go over Marlborough.
There you go. Steve's done some checks.
Hey, thank you, Stevie. I told you it was over the $500,000 mark. I thought it was about 5.5. 565. Well done, son. Yeah. Record breaking.
Yeah. Thank you, Rich. Hit the like button, people, please, he says. Thank you very much.
Yeah, fucking make an effort.
Yeah. He was the most expensive goalkeeper at the time. You're right, he was indeed. And it wasn't long after Trevor Francis went for $1 million, was it? It weren't that long after that. Trevor Francis was the first £1 million player.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it was somewhere around his era. I can't remember exactly when. But for a goalkeeper, I mean, you got to remember, it's for a goalkeeper. His record breaker was because it was a goalkeeper. Yeah. No one's ever played. Yeah. No one's ever played that. No one had ever played that kind of.
Ray Stewart was about 440 grand.
Right. From wherever was it, Dundee?
Well spent money, in my opinion, mate.
Oh, best money we ever spent, mate. That was when the FA Cup. So there you go.
Mark, no, I've just got great grey matter. Oh, right. Because Mark asked him if he counted the money. Great grey matter. Both world records at the time, goalkeeper and teenager.
Who's teenager?
No, Mervyn Day.
No.
Mervyn Day.
Yeah.
He was, or was he talking about Ray Stewart being a teenager? He was only 19 when we got him, wasn't he?
Was he that young?
No.
I didn't think he was.
Sorry, not Ray Stewart. I'm thinking of Devonshire. No, not Devonshire even.
Oh my God. Fuck, Fritchie, stop fucking putting these comments out.
Yeah.
We have to think about it. Please help me. Goalkeeper teenager. I don't think Phil Parker's a teenager. Jesus fuck.
No, he weren't. No. No, it's two separate ones. Both world records at the time for the goalkeeper and for the teenager. Who was the teenager? Get his fucking name.
That will tell us. George, if he's gone, if he's gone Dixon Vic Watson on the bench, right, then I think George has got the same left back as me then. That's what I'll say about that.
What? Not senior, surely.
Of course. See, if you've got Dix on the bench, whatever, there's no other left back for me. All right? Because I think it's out of them two, the people to vote for. Now, Criswell gets a shout, but I think ultimately it will be between Dix and Lampard.
We're doing next week's show, yeah?
Yeah, let's stop it then. Stop it. I'm just saying, George is picking the same left back as me. That's all I'm saying.
He said he didn't get to see Vic Watson, but his goal tally or goal record is tasty.
Yeah, you're right. His stats are unbelievable. I didn't get to see him goes up. Not as far as I know. Maybe I did when I was 6. I can't remember when he finished. But no, his numbers are unreal. Unreal. Yeah. So if we had somebody who was 90 years of age on this thing, they might be saying, no, mate, Vic Watson, bar him up when it comes to it. You know? Yeah. Who knows?
Didn't he hold the goal scoring record for a long time?
I think he did. Yeah. He's
Colin says he watched Keegan against Italy when he got elbowed by Tardelli. He got up and made them pay. He did. I remember that. Yeah. Shame there's no good footage of the White Horse final.
Yeah, it's all pretty black and white.
Brookins scored and got an assist in that game, Colin, says Freshfielder. Trudge says he remembers Dixon goal. I knew it. I knew he had.
Did happen, no? Yeah, I've got a vague memory of it too, Gazer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he made a couple of decent saves, but also made a bit of a fuck up of it as well, I think, if I remember.
You might be right. You might be right.
Remember Neil Finn, the youngest, had to come on in goal at Man City away, his only appearance. Neil Finn.
Sort of rings a bell, but doesn't.
No.
Neil, no, not really, Stevie boy. We haven't got your memory, goes up. We definitely haven't.
No. Kurt says, you're right, Budgie. I'm sure he went in goal, meaning Dix, and it's been confirmed already. Stephen McCarthy says he did go in goal.
There you go. It did happen,
Can Pablo get Nuno sacked? Oh, mate, if only.
Sacked. Should get him put in prison. I keep going on about that transfer. Should get him put in fucking prison. I'd have James. Not only would I have the FBI, CIA, and fucking MI5, I'd have fucking James Bond. James Bond looking into that, mate. That fucking transfer. Not that I blame Pablo for it. He's just a fucking pawn. But these little wankers fucking use to earn loads of money. Get James Bond involved. He'll sort it out. I'm not sure he's going to shave that.
Pop Robson used to take penalties. He did. He used to smash them like Bobby Charlton did.
I love Pop Robson, man.
I do. I was watching some footage of him the other day. I've been watching quite a lot of the old nostalgic footage. You know, I'm trying to keep my love for the club intact. At the moment, it's getting a bit fucking bruised. You know what I mean? But there you go.
Getting bruised. Been getting bruised for the last 10 years.
Yeah, you know. Twitchy Triggs, a new name. Brilliant. Love that name.
Twitchy
Triggs.
Fucking Twitchy Triggs.
Definitely, he says.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we can't do next week's show. We can't do it, mate.
No. Pop Robson, all right.
I loved him, mate. He came to our school as well, guys. You know, we used to have them days at our school, like sports days and that. And Bobby Moore did as well. And Pop Robson came there and that, you know, helped us kick a ball about for an hour. They were really good. So Bonaventures and West Ham had a really good connection for shit like that. And Frank Lampard Senior did as well and whatever. So, yeah, Pop Robson was great. I don't know if he's a Mackham or a Geordie. I think he's a Geordie, but he might be a Mackham. But yeah, great. And a Ralph Coates sort of hairstyle, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Rich West Ham says Paolo used to fight to take penalties. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He's one of them, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Me.
I Am Disciple says, Mark, I read Pablo's old man apparently played alongside Nuno in the day.
Who knows? Something's going on, mate. Something's going on.
Steve says, Bernard 𝗲𝗻, let him 5 at Anfield. Mate,
Yeah,
you can't blame a man for that. Back in them days. But funny thing is, though, true story, Bernard 𝗲𝗻 is Craig Forrest's best friend. They are still really close friends today. All these years later, they're still really close friends. Because when Craig Forrest first came to West Ham, it was Ludo, Bernard 𝗲𝗻, and then Craig in that order. So yeah, and they're still best friends today. He told me recently. The game where he sat on the pitch, Paolo, yeah.
That's why.
Twitchy Tridge. When I was saying that, what's his name had a youth. Can't even remember who it was I was saying. He said, bit like my ex had a use. James Sawyer, good evening, guys. Phil Park for me, he says. Absolutely, mate. He's won the vote anyway, mate. So yeah. The gloves are his. Absolutely. And you know, we may even be able to, you never know, may even be able to use some, oh no, I don't even, forget I said anything. Forget that one, boys and girls. Right.
The magpies up there going, what are he talking about?
Yeah. Rich, Harry Paolo wants to come off.
That's why he don't get in my fucking top 11. There you
go. Llama was high as a kite, tone roller. Oh, I don't know about that, mate. We also had Tony Parks in goal. He was shite. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Troger's probably listed his least favourite players, judging by some of the names on it. Roberto, Arbeloa, Roger Johnson, Gary Breen. Wow.
Yeah, mate.
Savio, Nigel Quasi. Do you remember him? Fucking hell. Calvin Phillips, Titi Kamara, Benny McCarthy, Zaza, and Boogers.
I tell you, that's fucking frightening, isn't it? How bad that lot is. I'd stick Cornet on the end of that, Geezer. Your mate, Cornet. Stick him on.
My mate, you
we might have to. Oi, George. When we've done the best 11, we might have to do that. The worst fucking. Put together the worst 11.
This could be an ongoing thing, you know. The best penalty takers, best throw-in takers.
See, Roberto, he's got a great shout of being the worst. Yeah, we might have to do the worst 11 we can put together. Yeah. I think that'd be harder. That'll be harder because there's so many.
I think if we were to do the most technically talented player that West Ham have ever had, not the best player that West Ham have ever had, the most technically talented player, I think Lanzini would win that hands down.
No, Pyatt wins it hands down.
No, he don't.
Pyatt wins it hands down.
Nah, Lanzini was much better.
Shit over Lanzini. Even though what was good about it, they were there at the same time and they complemented each other. That's the great bit about it.
I just think that because of Pyatt's brilliance in everything he did, he overshadowed Lanzini quite a lot And for that reason, people tend to forget how good Lanzini was.
No, I don't think real West Ham supporters do. They knew both of them were crucial at the time, and Lanzini was crucial to Payet as Payet was crucial to Lanzini. I think if you're a real football fan and know football, you recognise that. But when it comes to technical ability, fucking Payet just... I've said it before, Geezer. Payet stood up above every West Ham player I've ever seen. Ever. And I'm talking about Brooklyn and Devonshire and Bishop and all the quality, Benayoun, and just the quality and technical ability they had. Payet is above them all. And you know what I mean? And Brooklyn's my favourite. Devonshire's my favourite. But Payet had just that little bit of magic that none of them quite had. It's just a little bit more special. But unfortunately, he didn't have longevity with us, where Brooklyn and Devonshire and all them other did.
Yeah.
So if you talk about who's
was the most expensive teenager. Devonshire.
It was Devonshire, yeah. Okay.
It was. And
from Southall?
Yeah. No, it was me. I'm just remembering it.
Yeah, but did he come from Southall?
Oh, sorry. Was
it Southall that he came from, Devonshire? I think
I can't remember.
Back of my brain, that comes up in my head, Southall.
Yeah. David Kelly and McKnight on the bench for the worst team.
Oh, man.
Alan McNightmare, says Steve.
Yeah.
Clary on the bench, Trudge with 𝘂𝗏 Some fucking great names coming up.
Oh, still put Cornet in there.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah.
Was he the ex-Spurs, Steve, who saved their penalty in the Cup Winners' Final? No idea, mate. Don't. McNightmare, Alan McNightmare. He left an impression on us all. Yeah. Bernard Lama. Stephen, you're a couple of weeks early on this one, mate. Julian Dixon on the left back.
Yeah, that will be a split, that left back position when we get to it.
Yeah, that is going to have to go to the vote because there's 2 or maybe even 3 in contention for that, depending on the age group of the chat. Yeah,
if there's a 3 there,
but there's at least 3 there that get, that will get votes, I would think. But you know,
I think so.
I think what is going to be interesting though is who is going to wear the number 9 shirt. That is what's interesting. Now I know you said about Jeff Hurst wearing the shirt. It should be a number 9.
No. I'd say it should be a number 9. I'm just saying, who is your number 9? That's what I'm saying. I class Jeff Hurst, whatever number he wore, as a number 9. So when we go to number 9, you go, right, who's your favourite centre forward for West Ham? That's a tricky one.
Yeah,
that really is. That's a tricky one.
I mean, the thing is, for me, I've seen every single player that you've seen, Kieran. We're the same age, mate.
Yeah.
But I seriously cannot remember having seen a more talented number 9 at West Ham than Dean Ashton.
Pablo.
I know it was short-lived.
We got Pablo. Fucking hell.
And there you go.
You don't see the class he's got, guys. Right.
Yeah. Right. Bernard Alpaca. Right. Dickens, Alan Dickens. Is it Alan Dickens? Yeah. Forgot about
Even our mate 𝗕𝗂𝗱. Was he left or right back? I forgot. He won hammer. 𝗕𝗂𝗱. He won fucking hammer of the year.
Seb, yeah, he did. Yeah, he was right back, wasn't he? He's a right back. He's got to be in the shout for the votes as well.
He won't be. He won't be because, like I say, longevity. A lot of people remember longevity as well.
Yeah,
and that
we only had him for 2 years.
Yeah, but even though he hammered a year for one of them, but then again, Wan-Bissaka done that, and he can fuck right off, can't he?
Troj is saying at this rate we'll be here until 4 a.m.
Yeah, you're right, Troj. Yeah. Get off the subject. Give us something else to talk about, boys.
Twitchy Triggs says he remembers 75 well. Yeah, brilliant. Steve says, cheers, Budgie and Kieran, for saying I've got a good footy knowledge. I'm just mad. Yeah, mate. No, but the fact is, Steve, that your grey matter is definitely all there, mate. And when we rely on the chat for nuggets of information and stats and shit like that, you know, you're one of the first that comes up with the stuff we need, Steve. So, you know, credit where credit's due, mate.
Unless you're Googling every fucking time we talk. But, Steve, I've always known you've got a memory that's... I wish I had your memory. Because we've been to all the same games, Stevie, and remember all the... Well, remember, that's the wrong word to use. I can't remember half of it, a quarter of it. I've got mad cow's disease. But you do remember shit that I just go, what the fuck? How do you remember that? So you do have a great memory for it, guys. I will give you that.
Yeah. Rich is saying that's the reason he's got the Revels, crisps, and Snickers, Steve, because we're going to be here till 4 a.m. Nuno's last name should be Parks. Nuno Parks.
Parks the bus. Well done, Froggy. Like it.
Steve Tiley's laughing at Rich for having all them snacks. He says, I've just had apple pie, salted caramel bar, and chicken crisps.
Fuck yeah. How are you fucking? Should be thinking about bed, never mind fucking eating.
I'm going to be making myself some cheese on toast in a minute when we finish. Yeah. Rich says last time he heard of Alan Dickens, he was driving a black cab.
Really? Mate, there was so much hope for that boy. After Bobby Moore, he came in and he was good. He looked like the new Bobby Moore. He looked like the new Bobby Moore for a while there. Carried the ball well, had good feet. And then, didn't quite get there. Just shows you, we had high hopes for that boy.
Yeah.
High hopes.
I mean, just going back onto these shirt numbers now again. I know that number 6 is pretty nailed on, right?
Yeah.
number 6 is pretty nailed on. But I want to ask you a question. Who was the last player to wear the number 6 shirt?
Who was the last? I don't know, Geezer. I know we retired it. I don't agree with that, retiring with the number myself.
No, we did, and we retired it at half time. So in the second half, this player had to wear a new squad number.
Okay. I don't agree with retiring numbers of such an iconic number of Bobby Moore. I'd like to see a youngster get that and be that. But
it would have been lovely for like Noble or Declan Rice to have that number.
Yeah, exactly. I that's why I don't like retiring it. I know it's an act of respect for Bobby Moore.
I actually believe that's why Mark Noble kept the 16 shirt, because it was the closest he was going to get. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Because it had a 6 on the back of it. But anyway, I'll tell you who it was.
I don't know. Who was it? Yeah, who was it?
It's going to be in the chat, and I haven't got that far down on the chat. It was Matthew Upson.
Okay. That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah. He revealed that on the Ironcast interview when he did the Ironcast podcast thing.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Dave Swindler, another name from the past. I love it.
Big donkey centre forward, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, not.
I'm not brown nosing, lads, says Steve, but this is the best show on YouTube. Well, thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. We just chat to ourselves and to you, and you chat to us, and we enjoy it. It's just, you're all invited into our homes, as it were. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it don't appeal to a lot of people. They want information about transfers and crap.
Yeah,
we don't do that.
And you get your odd Jeff. Yeah. But that's it.
Right.
But thank you very much for saying that, Steve. I really appreciate it. There's only ever one number 10 at West Ham. We'll get into that another day, Rich. You're about 10 weeks away from that one. 8 weeks away, 9 weeks away.
We'll have to do 2 a week, Gazer.
We might have to. Should we do number 2 quickly then, before we go? Who is our number 2? Right, so...
You want to do it now?
No, let's do that next week. Right,
next week we'll do 2.
Yeah, there's a starting 11. So we've had a good conversation about goalkeepers and other players, but we've had a great conversation about the goalkeepers, and we conclusively came out because
it makes it even as well.
We'll do 2 a week now because it'll be even numbers up to 10.
Yeah,
right? Up to the 11. Sorry, up to the 11 shirt. We'll do 2 a week, and then like the following week after we've done 10 and 11, we'll do like the subs bench, and we'll have. How many can you have on a bench now? 5.
We'll do as many as we want, Gazer. As many as we fucking want. If we want to have 10 subs on the bench, we'll have 10.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so this week,
that's how we roll.
We'll leave it as it is, and then next week we're going to do 2 and 3.
Yeah, we'll do the left back and right back. Right,
2 and
left
3.
back, right back.
That's going to be a long conversation, boys. I'm telling you, that's going to be a long conversation. Might be cut short when Kieran goes, "No, we're having."
That's it. It don't matter what you fuckers vote for. I'm having what I'm having. That's it.
You got to try and keep your Hammers 11 secret though, because
it's nearly impossible. I think I've already said it. No, I ain't actually. See that midfield and the forward line. There's some choices to be made, even for me. But the left and right back are pretty simple for me. Yeah. That gives it away.
And your goalkeeper. You got your goalkeeper as well.
Never in doubt.
It's not going to be hard, Kieran, says Kurt. Don't you worry about
it. There's a couple of positions I'd have 2 or 3 players in. So I'd have to think.
Yeah. Well, Steve, he says, Rich, I'm well chilled. I've had my Moroccan Woodbine. Alvin Martin says Twitchy Triggs. Yeah, Alvin loved him. Leslie nailed it pretty much. Right, okay. Oh, look, keeper we haven't mentioned, Peter Grotia.
Grotia, fucking there's a name from the past, But,
See, this is what we're talking about, Steve. You've got the grey matters, mate. You can remember these people. I'd forgotten all about him.
Never in contention for a number 1 spot. But
no.
Yeah, but another good keeper. Decent keeper. Not brilliant, but good.
Steve Palmer has just given me another episode that we can do later in time. The worst transfers. Shocking transfers.
Stevie, there's 2 fucking many cases in the last fucking 5 years. The fuck is that many? Poor,
He said Paul Hilton, anyone?
poor old. You know the worst one, right? Because how it worked out was that Joey Beauchamp. And rest in peace, the poor lad. He's gone now, isn't he? But my God, we spent $1 million on him. He turned up and he just didn't want to be there. Oh, that was unbelievably bad as a transfer. Not the boy. We never saw him really. Never saw him.
Paolo Futre.
Oh, there's just so many. I gave up.
He walked off because he couldn't get the number 10 shirt or something, didn't he? Whatever it was. He fucked off.
Hey, your mate, Cornet. Fucking hell.
Oh, God. Yeah, but at least that wasn't a multi fucking. Well, it was multi.
Oh, it's still millions lost.
Yeah.
Not just the money, it's about what they gave to the team. Cornet's given nothing. You know what I mean? Like full crew. Probably one of the worst striker signings we ever made is full crew now. What we paid for him and what he's given us is nothing. You know, that's up there. It's one of the worst.
Yeah. Well, Russ is apparently, GP saying, Russ is making me sneeze to sabotage the stream. That's because he knows that we're number one on this network. Number one.
GP, I don't know if that's the truth.
Samantha Reeves. Good evening, Samantha. Thank you for joining us. Mervyn Day never recovered from kicking in the head by Alan Clark versus Lawrence. He lost his nerve. Now, that's a great point. Yeah, I do remember this now. It's bringing back some of the memories. Thank you, Samantha. Yes, I do remember him getting kicked in the head by Alan Clark.
There you go. Alan Clark. Great striker for Leeds too. Alan Clark.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, I can't remember. Like I said, I remember a lot of his father dying, and it just didn't seem it really affected him. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, he fell off a cliff, unfortunately.
West Ham win the championship for Titty Twig.
Yeah, we're going to smash fucking Charlton, Twitchy. We're going to smash them, right? I'm sick of all this negativity. He goes, I know we were bad. We were bad against Burnley for the last fucking 20 minutes. Right, we threw it away, 2 points. But we're going to get Charlton, right? We're going to have Pirro up front. We're going to have Engels in the midfield. And we're going to smash them. And I'm going to give you my prediction already goes a 4-0. We're going to stick 4 past Charlton.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
I don't know if I believe that, but I'm going fucking positive, Gazer. We're going to fucking smash it. 4-0.
Oh, yeah, it was Keegan. It was Keegan, he was saying, that played for the Saints. Yes, he did. He did.
Yeah.
Right, so Alvin signed it on Stadium Tour, and David signed it reluctantly. He wanted to sign the back at a DT game in Dagenham.
Dagenham. Oh, right.
Dylan Tom Beavis game. You know, DT 38 organised stuff. And just a quick mention for DT 38. If you guys, I am speaking especially to the guys out there. If you haven't had yourself checked for prostate cancer and testicular cancer, get yourself checked. As we know, you can lose people very young, suddenly and unexpectedly because of it. So get yourselves checked and follow DT38. They do some great work for cancer awareness and research. So there you have it. Right. Kurt saying to Leslie, what about the Brooklyn free kick for England versus Hungary?
Yeah, never.
Stuck it into the stanchion. Wonderful.
I've never forgotten that, Kurt. you know, when it's because it was so impressive when it hit the stanchion, and you know, we used to have that bit,
Yeah.
and it just stuck there. The ball just stuck inside the goal. Fantastic! I've never forgotten that shirt. It was fucking brilliant. It was Hungary, wasn't it? Yeah, you got it, Hungary. It was Hungary. I always remember that. And my memory's shit, as you know. I've always remembered that. Brilliant.
Yeah. There are certain things and certain events that you never forget. You will never forget. Especially if they had a profound effect on you. You know, like, for example, you know, like the World Cup final. Sorry, not the World Cup final. The FA Cup final in 1980 had a profound effect on me. I watched that on TV and I was at the parade the next day. You know, so I'll never forget that game. I'll never forget, you know, 𝗕𝗶𝗰 using the back of his head to get the goal. I mean, it was just a wonderful day.
Do you know what I remember, Geezer? We were in the ground at Wembley, and you were packed in like sardines there, right? You know, weren't all seating for the fucking hot. The posh people got the seating, mate.
118,000 or something.
No, I think it was still limited supposedly to 100,000, but who would know when people were standing? But you packed in, and you couldn't move, Geezer. When I was there, right, you couldn't move. And obviously, we'd all been to the pub before it, right? And someone had a carrier bag, and we all had to piss into the carrier bag, right? Sorry to bring their level down here. And by the time the carrier bag was fucking nigh full up, and someone tied a knot in it, right, and just lobbed it 50 rows down.
Shit.
And smashed on these people's heads and just split open and just, yeah, that's a memory. Just a lovely hot day at Wembley, just covered in piss.
Oh my God.
I remember that. That's what's disgusting, Geezer. It's disgusting, but it happened. It happened at Wembley.
Fucking hell.
But I will tell you, the first time I went to Wembley was to watch England against Cyprus, and Malcolm McDonald scored 5 goals. That was my memory, my first memory of watching England.
Barry Stevens, good evening from New Zealand.
Barry.
Good day, Barry.
Barry, Facebook Barry from New Zealand. Kiwi boy.
And this gentleman here lives in Oz. So, neighbours. Do you know each other?
Good to see you, Barry. No, Barry, I've been there. I've been to New Zealand. I've been there, mate. Especially the South Island. Anyway, I've been to South Island.
I had family that lived
beautiful.
They now live in Australia.
Ended up at Queenstown for a little while, man. It was absolutely stunning, beautiful country. There you go, Barry. And we've got enough Kiwis to deal with in here in Australia. So, you know, I know I've met many Kiwis in my time. Some of the best Kiwis, some of the best people I'd say I've met here in Australia have been Kiwis. Been unbelievable.
Yeah.
There you go.
George Best did an advert for sausages, apparently.
Oh, I imagine he done adverts for anything. Should have been champagne, Rich. That's what he was good at.
Yeah. Crossing the road adverts. Oh yeah, I remember them. Green Cross Man, Green Cross Code.
Green Cross Code, yeah.
The Green Cross Man. Here's a little bit of trivia for you. The Green Cross Man is also the body for the original Darth Vader in the first 3 movies.
Okay. Yeah, I think
David Prowse.
I think I remember hearing that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is true. Right, listen, it's 11 o'clock. Who's Valerie Leon? Who's that? High Karate. I still get a twitch. Oh, yes, I remember the High Karate adverts. Valerie Leon must be the model woman that was in them. Yeah, Ray Stewart, teenager world record at the time. He was world record price for a teenager when he came to us. Most expensive teenager. That's how far back in the shower I am.
Jesus Christ, get up tonight.
Oh, hold up. I just saw a comment I want to go back to. Let me find it. Bear with me, ladies and gents. I know it's a bit boring when I can't fucking find it now. Typical. Oh look, the Chelsea Edge. Good evening, young sir, Michael. That's who it is. You guys will be all right. West Ham are winning the league. Yeah, right,
mate. Yeah, well, I think that will depend on the next 4 signings we bring in by the window close, and I think we need them.
Richie 67. That's Richo, the Everton fan. Yes.
Everton boy, yeah. Richie, yeah. Richo.
Evening. What's going on at West Ham United?
Everything.
Everything and
everything.
Everything and nothing.
Loads of outs, not enough ins. But I think it will come, mate. George Mendes will sort us out. I told you. Get on the phone. He'll bring us in 5 players. Sorted.
David M. He says he cannot imagine what West Ham fans were feeling like when they saw Bobby Moore in a Fulham shirt at the 75 final. Wow. Yeah, it was the youngster who stole the show. Yeah, I can tell you more or less.
It's a shame.
I was 13 when that happened. Where's Kieran gone? He's disappeared. Oh no, he hasn't. There he is.
What?
No, your screen, your side of the screen went blank for a minute. For a second. Yeah. As a fan, I was 13 and I was really getting into my football by this point. To see him playing for any other team, was
disappointing.
a sad day for me. Bearing in mind, he was present at the first game I ever attended. So yeah.
No, it was a shame that he had to, but he got Fulham to an FA Cup final. So you look at it that way, but it was a shame when we won, you know what I mean? And, the players. Yeah, I think the players are a bit gutted for him that he lost that final as well.
Yeah.
He needs to win.
Cheers, Steve. It's a brilliant show tonight. Great banter and chat. Thank you very much, mate. Well, I don't know where that comment is, and I'm skipping past quite a few comments. Said hello to everybody that I haven't said hello to already, I think. I haven't seen anyone else's name.
Yeah. Hit the like button, you slags.
Yeah. Full crew cost us 2.75 fugils. Got some great news for you all. I don't know if everybody's noticed it yet or not, but West Ham Clips is back. He's going to be back bigger and better and with more shows. He wants audience participation and interaction. So he might even be doing some live stuff. So, I don't know if it'll be live, but yes, West Ham Clips is back, everybody. I did promise him that I would give it a mention, and I have. So there it is. Give it a look, guys and girls.
Great entertainment. Great entertainment.
It is. And I said to him in a message I sent to him, I said, Kieran and I, we do our stuff, and we have the comedy element quite more often than not, and we do our best to keep the feeling light-hearted. I said, but your type of content is completely different, and it's something that we can all get behind because it really doesn't take itself. Clips does not take himself seriously at all, and it's just really. If you don't know anything about West Ham Clips, I suggest you get onto the search bar after the show and give it a look because he is,
That one he did. Which one I remember? I used to watch it so often. Right, it was Was it the one against? I think it might have been against the Tottenham game when we got.
Oh yeah, that was the Gogglebox one.
Yeah, the Gogglebox one he done. It's the best.
Yeah.
So I kept telling you about it. I don't think you've seen it, didn't I? I kept
did,
telling you,
yeah.
you've got to watch it. You've got to watch it. It's so good.
I kept saying I fucking hate Gogglebox. I can't stand the show. And
No,
you said, but it's not Gogglebox. It's West Ham Kip's version of it.
It's so good.
Yes, that is
That's
brilliant. Actually, that is fucking brilliant. And you know, there's loads of content, and it's not all the same. It's quite a lot of different stuff. But give it a look. Here is a name I haven't spoken out today so far. Lynn, good evening. Oh look, your screen's gone blank again.
Not here.
Lynn says we will beat Charlton 2-0. Fingers crossed though. Thanks, Lynn.
Yeah.
I hope you're well, darling.
4-0. We're fucking sticking 4 past them. Don't worry about it. Can you hear me, Geezer?
Oh dear.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah. 𝗕𝗶𝗱 correct. Darth Vader.
Oh no, you've all frozen up. But it's all over. Oh. I don't know what's happening, boys. I don't know if it's me or him or the whole thing's maybe my internet's just died, or I don't know. Oh, this don't look good. I don't know whether we're still live or not, or it's all gone wonky.
Thank you for watching the show. Old School Hammers are back next week with more news and lots of humor on West Ham Network exclusively. You won't find us on any other channel. We provide the chat and flannel. Old School Hammers on Wednesday night or Thursday morning in ours, thanks to the live chat. You guys are just the best. The comments are great. In fact, they are the best. Subscribe to the channel and tap the bell and tune in next week. And laugh like hell